And look at Roland. Bring him right in, Roland. Rolling. Patton! Come on in, Patton.
Yeah, you might as well come right in.
Very funny guy, Patton Oswalt. Who's playing, where are we playing? Caroline's?
Yeah.
Caroline's this weekend. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Caroline's, 212-757-4100. First time on our show. It's about time.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get you on this show for fucking ever.
Been a while.
Dude, I gotta tell you.
That never happened.
Well, you were in the movie Big Fan.
Right.
And I was a big fan of Big Fan.
You saw it? Oh, thanks.
And I said,
we're going to see that.
but I said, let's get this guy on. I loved it. Not a lot of people saw it. It was like kind of an independent type of thing.
Oh,
right?
that thing, like it toured the country like a little band in a van. Like it would play a week somewhere and then vanish, show up somewhere else. There was no actual. I felt like, do we have one print of this movie? Are we just driving it to theaters and like going flyering the town and all right, we'll see you tonight for the screening? Was it your baby or you were just called to play the main role there? I was called to play the main role. The guy that wrote it was the. He wrote. Hey,
what's up, buddy? How you doing?
It's Jimmy Norton. He wrote The Wrestler.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then so he was getting offers to write other stuff, and he's like, "Nah, put my money in this thing. I want to do this."
We're talking about Big Fan.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
I really liked the film because you were such a creep. A caller to a sports talk show. that was very obsessed.
That must have been seen like a lot of your callers all just kind of gelled into one person on the screen.
Oh, please. Callers stink.
And then who's in the movie is Scott Farrell.
Yeah, he was the voice.
Our old pal Scott Farrell was the sports guy.
No kidding.
That you called. You don't
really.
Oh,
is he a real? I don't listen to sports radio. Is he a real sports guy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so he deals with those people then.
Yeah. And you would get in the movie. You would get everything you want to say on a piece of paper. It was almost serial killer-ish.
Well,
and you had to have a perfect call to make sure you're still like the number one caller.
Perfect call.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. To be the number one caller for this particular sports talk show.
You guys must get calls where you figure out halfway through that, oh, this guy wrote all this down. He's clearly reading.
Oh, sure.
We would love that if people wrote something down. We get people that don't even know they're on the air.
Right.
Like, what? Huh?
Yeah,
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, you're on the air. Say what you want to. Me? Yes, you.
But they learn from us because we don't write anything. So.
Yeah,
that's true.
Why are we expecting more from them?
True.
Apparently, the guy that wrote Big Fan said he would listen to sports radio and hear these callers, and the minute they would hang up, in his mind, he would go, okay, what's that guy doing right now? Like, now that his call is done, how does he fill the next 23 hours and 57 minutes?
Right.
What does he do? And then that's where the movie came
because
out.
you can't really call more than once usually.
Yeah.
It really is interesting, too, because I used to listen when we were off the air for a couple of years. I would ride around, look at prostitutes, and listen to Beningo at night. That's what I would do, hours of sports radio, just to forget that I wasn't on radio anymore.
Yeah.
And the same people, night after night, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they're calling up making these fucking, who gives a shit points about, the Mets, the middle relief. All right, thanks for the call. It's like, why would you give a fuck?
Meanwhile, those prostitutes, the same bald guy in the car every night. I come down here, I'm right down here, and the same guy. It's really weird, man. And I think he's got the windows up. He's clearly listening to something in there. I don't know what. Just come out and say hi to me. He just stares. It's really weird.
What a creep.
I should write a movie about that guy.
Jimmy's best story.
That's a great point.
You got to tell Patton. We've told it on the air a few times, but your best prostitution story is when they took your glasses.
Wasn't they? I was looking at trannies.
Right. You got to tell Patton.
No, she. Respect. It was
such an amazing story.
I would ride around looking at trannies, and I was looking at one, and I wasn't going to buy. I just kept stopping. I was wearing glasses back then because I had the eye infection.
Right.
Many years ago, I was living in Jersey, and I stopped, and the tranny walked over and snatched my glasses off and said, "For wasting my time," and walked away. And I'm literally sitting there in my car, and I can see maybe from here to Ope. I am completely fucking blind.
Wow.
And a cop was riding by, and I actually high beamed and flashed the cop, and I'm like, he came over, and I'm like, she took my glasses, And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing here? That's a guy." And I had to pretend I didn't know. I'm like, "Really?"
Oh, see, I didn't have my glasses on.
Yeah.
Did you like affect a Kansas accent? I'm just visiting this city, and this real tall woman come up with big forearms and grabbed my specs off of my face.
I'm just going to ask for directions.
Yeah, I think the Jersey plates gave it away.
Oh, God.
So you can literally say a hooker took my glasses.
Oh yeah. I can certainly say that.
So you basically you never have gotten off the playground. They're either taking your lunch money or your glasses. It just never ends.
My dignity, my no herpes status.
Sorry, they took my lunch money, my no herpes status. These bullies are really rough.
You are being bullied.
I had a hooker pop my fucking take my key out of my ignition one time. We were stopped.
How you let them reach into the car this far?
She was in the car.
Oh, she was in the. Oh, wow.
Jesus, Anthony.
Silly me. I assumed
Every once in a while
that
he would
it was
invite one inside.
No, I was giving her a ride. Like I would give them a ride. This before I was really dating a lot in New York and getting whores. I was giving her a ride, and I would see if I could finagle anything. And this one, I was like, I'm just giving you a ride. And we stopped at the stop sign.
You
We
know,
saw her
marketplace in Bangladesh.
and fucking popped out my keys. And you got to give me 20.
You know, Jim, when they say they want to listen to Delilah, change the state. Let them listen. They're very insistent on the right music. You know, it's got to be Peebo Bryson if I'm going to go down on you. I can't do it to this old '70s metal. The mood's not right.
Yeah, hookers never like Sabbath. I learned that.
Hookers don't like Sabbath. There's your next book title. Hookers don't like Sabbath. Scares them away.
You got the keys taken away, and then what'd you do? You had to
Gave 20.
Did you get anything?
Nah, I might have got to see the tits or something. I mean,
And the hairs on him.
Yeah, you have to. Well, you know, it was dark.
Razor stubble.
Yeah, you know.
Wow, that's bad, man.
Oh, they smell like Nair. I like it. Very nice. So you bought your keys back.
I really did. But you learn if you don't do that, there's going to be a problem. It's like you have to.
I got to ask you, why did you invite this female, male woman?
No, this
thing,
was a
whatever?
woman.
Oh, sure.
Sure she was.
Into the car.
To drop her off somewhere. Sometimes I would just talk to them and get a feel. Like one girl I used to drop off in Jersey. I told this story and confessing it in Montreal. And I wound up, I really did not know she was a tranny. I fucked her in the ass. And then I realized when I was fucking her, there's no bag, no nothing, Jersey City.
Oh, Jesus. Come on.
This is this is late 90s at some point.
I was playing Russian roulette with an automatic.
Yeah, you had just seen The Phantom Menace. You're in a good mood. Late 90s. You come out. Jim, no offense. Your life is Taxi Driver without the guns or push-ups. You realize that, right? Like, that's basically your life.
Fucking bad.
Yeah, it's like someone either adds some pull-ups and a massacre, and you're just Travis Bickle, basically.
Yeah, at least that'd be something heroic.
Yeah, I just have the lonely part.
Yeah, I know.
Sad. And
Yeah, that guy Travis Bickle. You heard that Jim Norton guy?
How'd you discover that he had a penis?
I was
Because you swear that you didn't know at first.
No, I really didn't. We were fucking. I would tell you if I did. We were fucking, and I think it was on the like I was kneeling between the legs. It was dark. It was pitch black in my car in Jersey City, in projects like next to a dumpster.
Wow.
And I just looked down.
were you just trying to take every risk possible? Okay. I had something, AIDS, robbery, murder.
Please just give me something, right?
Yeah.
They're going to name something after me.
Jim's Law.
Wait, stack him up.
Hey, what happened to that guy? He suddenly lost a lot of weight. He got Norton. It's really weird. He went Norton, man. You know what happens? These guys, they get. Oh, it's really weird.
Terrible.
Could you pile them all up again? It was Jersey City.
That was Jersey
No
City.
bag.
Projects.
No bag.
Pitch black.
Projects. Pitch dark. Tranny.
Yeah, I lived in North Brunswick at the time.
Jesus.
My parents and I was driving,
Holy
and I
shit.
forget how it happened. I think she just flagged me down and asked for a ride, like a legit ride. She said, "I'm going back to Jersey." It's my Jersey place.
I wouldn't.
Little
pick
help?
up-
Little help here.
Need a ride.
Who's got a ride for an old showgirl?
Fucking tense.
Wow.
There's no way I'd pick anybody up if they needed a ride. What were you doing? Come on
Looking for
now.
prostitutes.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at hookers. What do you think I was doing? It was 3 in the morning. I lived with my mom and dad.
You seem to window shop a lot.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's most of my addiction was just looking. It was a weird
just
ritual.
looking.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Ritualistic.
that is-
I would only pick them up if they got it on the right side. Like if they looked it on the right side, I would stop. It was like all these things to keep the ritual going and not act out on it.
Right side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you managed to work obsessive compulsive disorder into your hooker habits.
Into this horribly dangerous situation.
Again, I just can't. I can't help but think that the hookers started to talk about you like, oh, there's that right side guy.
Yeah, go to the
Here
left.
comes here comes the right side guy. Don't go the other way. You know how he is.
They do recognize you after a while, and at times they'll heckle you, like they'll yell things. I got yelled at because literally I would never stop.
Heckled on the road.
By
tranny.
hookers, yeah.
Yeah, keep riding around, like shit like that. Like they just get annoyed that you're riding around and not stopping.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's great.
So you're fucking this thing in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pitch black. Very dangerous neighborhood.
And then you look
project.
down.
And then you look down. What did?
It was just I knew. I know. I mean, I was young. I was an idiot. I mean,
I love the absolute. I knew.
yeah.
Oh
I
my
just
God! You have 2 tumors in each labia. It's terrible. You should see a doctor.
But I literally was very naive about that at one point in my life. For a long time, I would get whores, and I didn't like. I remember a New Brunswick cop told me because I would always feel for tits, and he's like, "So they get implants." I never occurred
Wait,
to
the cop
me.
was helping you out though?
He's a buddy of mine, sober buddy. I never
Oh.
realized that a guy would get tits. Like, it didn't occur to me. I was getting hookers for a long time at that point. I would always check.
So that's when you were just so sweet and innocent.
Yeah, that was before it
You
all went
really
wrong.
were. Yeah, just like a tender doe in the woods.
I remember one Puerto Rican chick got in my car and she was eating peanut brittle and fucking.
Who the fuck eats
I swear to God,
Did she just like visit her grandma? Like, why was she eating peanut brittle?
it was the worst ever. And then she sucked my dick and it was the whole that peanut smell. Never forget that as long as I live. I was 22.
She still had strong teeth though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't bad off
Yeah,
yet.
I knew that was how I knew she wasn't doing meth.
Right. The teeth would fall out.
Yeah, she was enjoying peanut brittle.
On the peanut butter.
All right, you're just a garden variety alcoholic.
Yeah. Maybe she did that to let the clients know that strong teeth. All right, no meth. All right, I got a pretty good shot with that one. The peanut
Where does
brittle.
a hooker find peanut?
I'll never forget it as long as I live.
It's crazy.
Yeah, she was sexy too. Like except with that, she was good looking.
Fuck, that's
She was one-
Except for the peanut brittle.
Yeah, except for the fucking
and the
diet.
weird jagged bits of sugar that are rubbing. Oh my God,
Yeah,
it looks
that's
horrible.
Sticky,
Yeah.
molassy peanut brittle on your dick.
Yeah.
That is
awful.
disturbing.
People are like, I just butt fucked Yogi Bear. That's what I smell like right now.
fucking. Jimmy took some chances.
I had a regular named Kim. She was a black girl. She was a real girl too, because I had fucked her. And I remember one time she hung out my door. Like she made me open the door and she pissed. And then she got back in and she had left one of her shoes outside the car, so she just lost her shoe because she stood outside to piss and she was so drunk. She was an alcoholic. She was a great girl.
That's the closest.
He ends it with she was a great girl.
That's the closest you ever come to being like a Cinderella story. That is a Cinderella story.
He put the piss fucking shoe back on my foot, and I turned back into a skank.
Whoever fits into this,
Whoever fits into this fucking.
whoever fits into this keg.
It was Dudley Moore's shoe.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
Hey, you know what happened to some of these broads?
No, I
over the
wonder
years.
once in a while. I remember one really affected me. I used to go to these sober dances, and after a sober dance, I would just act out because I'd be lonely. And this one white
How
woman,
awful is a sober dance?
Yeah, you
Fuck the
know.
story you're about to tell.
it was. They were not good.
little dull.
Well, those are two words that really don't belong together. They're totally fine by themselves. You put them together. Oh,
Oh,
boy.
my God.
Sober
yeah.
dance.
It should have been a sober stand around and just look at an empty floor, bunch of zilches.
Because everybody's inhibitions are all still there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because in order to dance, people have to drink a little bit, you know?
But this one girl I picked up, she's like, "Why are you doing this? You don't need to do this." And I think
Wow.
I just wound up talking to her, not even having sex with her. Dropped
She
her
just
off.
didn't want to fuck
Of course
you.
she didn't.
Yeah.
She already had the money. She's like, "All right, I'll shrink this idiot for a couple of minutes." Act concerned.
But you said you were affected by her?
Meaning, like, I was like, "Wow, maybe she's right."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And someone wants to know if you kept fucking the guy after you found out.
Well, when I discovered that the lady was not quite the lady I thought, it's like, what am I gonna do? Talk to her manager?
Yeah.
I fucking
At
dump
that
my
point,
load.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, demand the boss.
Yeah.
Wow.
False advertising.
Yeah. Hey, I want to see somebody about this.
A bait
You
and
see
switch.
a fucking box cutter soaked in garlic.
Like it's Michael Douglas and falling down. He's going to start pointing at the burger on the menu board.
Hey, where's your shop steward? What's going on? I want to talk to him.
He probably had one.
Yeah.
He's in the fucking welding union.
Holy
Some guy from the 409 in Jersey.
Dude, how did you, like, there wasn't any hair, like you fucked it in the
It was
ass.
so dark. We made out everything. I really